do a punch, when you don't, you just, right? You do. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about the training secrets of Taekwondo. An old proverb says that even heaven cannot make a diligent worker poor. However, in Taekwondo, diligence and intensive training alone does not produce the quality techniques. On the contrary, instructions from false or unqualified instructor would be worse than not being taught at all, because unscientific movements not only reduce the power but require a tremendous amount of time to correct. On the other hand, under proper guidance by a competent instructor, a student who trains earnestly with dedication and passion will learn the true techniques of Taekwondo. Students should keep in mind the following secrets: to study the theory of power thoroughly, to understand the purpose and method of each movement clearly, to bring the movement of eyes, hands, feet and breath into a single coordinated action, to choose the appropriate attacking tool for each vital spot, to become familiar with the correct angle and distance for attack and defense, to keep both the arms and legs bent slightly while the movement is in motion. All movements must begin with a backward motion with very few exceptions. However, once the movement is in motion, it should not be stopped before reaching the target. To create a sine wave during the movement by utilizing the knee spring properly. To exhale briefly at the moment of each blow, except a connecting motion. So we already talked about the theory of power. I'm going to link a video here or here so you would know more about it. Understanding the purpose of each technique is very important, because you have to know what is the goal of each movement. You can't just do something that doesn't have an effect. You have to make sure that you know what are you doing and what is the goal of that technique. For this, you have to make sure that your eyes, your hands, your legs and the breathing happens simultaneously. When you do a punch, when you don't, you just, right? You do like at the same time. The whole body is moving, breathing moves, everything moves, and you're concentrating on that one move. And for this, you have to know what is the appropriate tool. So for example, if you want to do a punch, you know you're going to use your fist, first two knuckles. If you use the knife hand, you know how to do that. Same thing with the elbow, with any kick, you have to know what are you using as the attacking tool against what. So for example, with the knife hand, it's best used on the opponent's neck. It's not as effective if you do that to the opponent's arm, for example, or the rib cage or whatever. There are other attacking tools that could be used for that. So if you know the correct angle and distance, you know when to attack, when do you expect that the opponent is going to attack, and you know how to defend or block or get out of the way and attack back. It's very important that you always know what kind of technique is going to come at you, maybe, so you can actually see if the opponent is telegraphing and you can react to it, or you know what type of angle you have to do a move in order to hit the opponent. When you are in motion, you have to make sure that you're keeping your arms and legs slightly bent. You can't be straight all the time, because that's more hard to move forward or backward or anywhere else. So you have to be alert. And with this movement, you have to make sure that when you move backward and forward, so we have the sine wave movement in ITF Taekwondo. I made a video about it. The important thing is that when you do the sine wave movement, you have to utilize the knee. So go back and forth, and this happens, the whole body is moving. When you're punching, you're not just punching with the arm. When you're kicking, you're not just kicking with the feet. The whole body is moving, everything at once. And again, make sure that you're exhaling very sharply at the end of each move, except when there's a connecting motion in patterns or something like that. But with each move, you have to make sure you breathe out. We have a video about the proper breathing technique. It's one of the most difficult things to master. I'm going to link it here or here. It's very important that you practice it, because it's going to give you more power, more energy if you breathe out when you are attacking, or when you're receiving an attack, you are not going to get hurt as much and you're actually more prepared to attack and to defend yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for this channel for more videos. Thank you so much for watching. Taekwon.